think your creativity comes from within. I think everybody's born with creativity, but I believe it's the trust in yourself and the trust in your emotions to talk to yourself, so to speak, to become your own psychologist, to let your emotions out on a piece of paper, to not be afraid of anything, not be afraid of what people think, not be afraid of what people may say, to just be yourself. And I think that's something that's rare nowadays.
Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Get Deep. Today we have a wonderful guest. We have Zach. He is a producer, editor, and I'm gonna tell you, his videos are amazing. How can you not like be obsessed with them? I'm in love with one of his videos. I just show it to everybody. Every one of my friends, I'm like, look, you were looking for somebody to edit a video, I got you. And this video, I'm gonna put on the other thing because I want to show you guys his type of vision, so you guys can hit him up and get on that shit because it's amazing. Again, thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure. I know you're gonna be so amazing, like throughout your whole life. You're amazing now, but you're gonna be even greater as you know as you get older. Like new skills, new people, man. You're gonna go viral, man. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and he's actually just dropped out of school. He's focusing on what he loves. And for a lot of people, that seemed impossible. Like it takes a lot of balls to do that. And he did it. And look, he's doing amazing. Like he was just telling me that it's a journey, but the fact that he's doing what he's passionate about, that's all that matters. Like, how has it been like, since you left school and like the idea that you had to like tell people like, hey, like your family, like, I'm really about to go for my dreams, this is no longer my path. How does that feel when it comes to showing the
yeah,
world?
I mean, it's scary as hell. My family has been really supportive. My mom, she wants me to go back to school and get my degree,
Of course.
as moms do.
Yeah.
Um, but my dad, he's been a business owner since I was born.
Mm.
So that kind of runs in the family.
Yeah.
He's all for it. He's supportive of it, but it's really scary. It's really scary, when the bills are coming and you're like, oh, this person owes me this person owes me this, and
Right.
it's like it's your money, but you don't have it. So, it can get a little hairy sometimes, but I wouldn't want to be doing nothing else.
Yeah.
So
I mean, in a way, this is kind of what you're here for, to like go for what you love and be what make every day memorable because you're doing what you're passionate about. Because how you were
yeah,
telling me earlier, like a lot of us who work for people and like we're really just making somebody else's dream come true instead of, we sometimes forget about our own dreams because every step that as little as might seem, it's already getting you closer to that.
hmm
Because
yeah. I mean, not everybody. I feel kind of bad saying this, but not everybody is like necessarily meant to like go out and do things like that. Like some people, they're like they can go get a job, work for somebody, and there's nothing wrong with doing all that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a job, but I'm talking about like there's nothing wrong with not being a business owner or an entrepreneur.
yeah.
Uh,
Because
yeah,
we need those people because they're creating the foundation of
yeah,
the big thing, and that kind of like, when we talk about economic differences, how like people that are on the lower are like the one like pay like basically for the movie theaters and like activities outside where like the roller coasters, like even though they're just working doing those jobs, they are the one that are helping us have those experiencing those
yeah,
those moments, because if it wasn't for them that are they working, we wouldn't be able to experience those things. And so in
yeah.
a way, everybody it has its own purpose. But again, like there's people that are just meant to like, do something bigger because of you like doing that, then you're giving somebody else jobs. Because also
Yeah.
the person that wants to do the live might be, be passionate about that. So it might be like, damn, that this is an honor to be working with you. So you're giving me the chance to kind of like not only work doing this, but be learning from somebody that's gonna, it's always like being, improving, and making sure that they can learn something new that I can make them even better. And that's inspiring them to make it every day like memorable, or just kind of like just giving a reason to keep going. Because sometimes like we don't talk about it about enough, like how jobs are kind of like our passion, like not our passion, but like what moves us, you know. Every day you kind of wake up to do something. It give you purpose, you know, because if we
Yeah,
looking for that, what would you be, you know, be wanting to do later on, you know?
that's true. Yeah.
You were telling me that you had like you were doing editing earlier, right? Like that's kind of like in your day to day.
Yeah. I'm definitely editing day to day,
Yeah,
every day. Um, sometimes I try to take a day off to, just like
me too. Yeah, because burn.
decompress.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, usually I'm editing something every day. Lately, I've been having a couple shoots every week. Um,
Yeah. Then you have one before yesterday, I think it was.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday I have shoots. Yeah.
There you go. So you see, you're constantly making every day. Okay, so I'm giving myself this time for me to like, you know, take it in, you know, make my let my mind wander around, be creative, and so when I get out there, I can give it 100% and make that into a reality.
Yeah, you got to let yourself decompress so
Yeah.
you can give your best word.
Yes, because I mean that's kind of where the best ideas come from, you know. And then like,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, the best ideas I've had just come from me, you know, smoking a little, hanging out, and then just like I'm just sitting there and it just boom, it hits me, you know.
yeah, I agree. I actually it's funny because sometimes when I feel like a little bit motivator, I smoke and I'm like, wow, like, you know, life is really more than this. So I just kind of like, okay, I got to do something. Like, you know, when I was
Yeah,
in the podcast earlier, I actually had a podcast earlier and, you know, I smoked and I just kind of like just let the conversation flow. And next thing I know, I'm like, I'm here like for almost an hour. I'm like, oh shit, let's go. You know, like it just smooth. And I was like, okay, I want to keep doing, I want to keep pushing. I want to do something more later on, you know? So sometimes it might seem like based on society, like, oh, you know, that's not a good idea. You're wasting time. But if you learn to control it instead of letting
mhm,
it control you, then you can do
yeah,
so much. I mean, before people used to do like something that we want to keep doing, you know, as a habit, because it kind of becomes a
yeah.
habit in a way. Like sometimes it's like, I just need
Yeah, it
to,
definitely becomes a habit. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So it's like as long as you like everything in moderation, it's okay. Because you know you're not letting it control. You're controlling it and letting like
yeah,
give you that sense of like, you know what, I sometimes it's okay, you know, why not?
yeah,
How is it because you were telling me also that in a few years you would like to have a studio and like, you know, like
yes.
what we have to make that happen, like where exactly and stuff.
So I'm thinking a little bit outside the city, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like it would be more accessible to people who aren't in the city. So
Yeah,
like all my creatives out in Gwinnett County, I'm
yeah,
thinking about y'all. Uh, yeah, I want to get something a little outside the city so it's more accessible, but also not too far if somebody flies in, you know.
yeah, yeah. And how do you see that this studio as, like, what did it represent to you?
It would represent like that I'm doing something right, you know. Like it would be a big accomplishment for me because something that not that something that I don't necessarily like about being a videographer and editor is that there is no like tangible physical product.
Yes. Mhm.
And I feel like getting like a kind of brick and mortar studio would be like the tangible thing. Like, yeah, you've been doing this, you've been working at it, and you accomplished something.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Damn, that's good. Also, because again, since you already go through that stuff, you know, like we're like, okay, you know, you see, you place yourself there and like, okay, if I'm here and I have this kind of issues, let me see how I can solve it for somebody else so they don't have to go through that. Because earlier we were talking about being creative and stuff, and you actually went to this, you know, it was kind of like a house that was empty inside. It's only the walls, and you're
mhm,
like, you know what, I see something really great here, you know, and then it's like
yeah,
you have to kind of like make that like, okay, so I have to find a place, you know, that really like shows that. And when you did, you're like, okay, this is it, you know, and it all came together, you know. And it's like being able to do that to other people, you know, even though like you kind of like, because it's like you're being selfless in a way, you know. You're like, you know what, it's okay, I want to share this opportunity with other people so they can do, you know, what I wanted to do, you know,
yeah,
easily. So that's
yeah. I want to start getting start making YouTube videos again because I've always wanted to like help other people, avoid some of the same mistakes that I have. I want to help people in general. So like I feel like I could get on YouTube and educate people a little bit, help some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should definitely do it. Like, think about it. Just
And every time I make a video, I don't like it, but
why you have this is it. Think about it. Stop being so self-centered, and then put that shit out there. Somebody's gonna like be like, this shit is lit. Like, this is gonna be what speaks to them. Like, wow, I just needed to change my life. The setting. Like, what? And the whole game changes. So you have to sometimes forget that it's not always gonna be perfect. The fact that you're doing it,
man,
that's all that matters. Like you
I
gotta
know I'm working on it. I got some ideas written down on my whiteboard. Like
good,
I'm
good.
working on it.
Hey, I believe in you. I think you're gonna do fantastic. People are gonna be like, gonna see you in this room, like, bro, your video changed the whole game for me. Like, I appreciate it, And then now they want to just keep, just kind of do the same thing as you in a way, but like even like innovating, and like making it bigger and stuff. So, because again, it's like you're making it by you making it a little bit easier, not easier, but like helping somebody, that you kind of that creating that foundation towards and that they don't have to go through that, with the walls feel like they're shaking and stuff. You're helping them making that the stability, in a way. And like, I don't know, it does make a difference because now they're closer to their dreams and to their goals. And well, thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got people who they tell me that I should be making YouTube videos, and like I've got a couple friends who have seen some that I've made, and they're like, "Yo, when's the next one coming
Right.
out? I need more content." So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess
You
I
too.
should get on that.
Also, think about it as a marketing strategy. Maybe somebody see it, think of like, hey, like, let's do a collage. Let's just, and then might have somebody that might help you even get forward and stuff. So think about it that way. Sometimes like, okay, even though I
Yeah.
look crazy, look, at least I'm showing my potential right here, and then they see it too, so they want to like help you get farther too. So it's all about like
Yeah.
kind of taking your step back and be like, it's okay, however it is, as long as I'm doing it and I'm putting it out there, like that's it. Because again, you see the vision, so you
Yeah.
gotta put it out there. You're fine. The one that I saw looked amazing. I remember I was like, yes.
Thank you. I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. I know I need to. I need to.
So what is it right now? You're talking about financially and stuff. Like, how do you able to kind of maintain yourself? Like, are you working on the side, or how can you continue to pursue your dreams and also like survive in a way? Like, what would you say that?
So I'm not gonna lie. I've barely been scraping by. Like it looks like I'm doing great, but like
Mm-hmm.
shit's tough out here.
Yeah, talk about
What what makes it really hard is trying to save up for that next camera or that next piece of gear, or saving up to move out, or that's when it gets real, like almost damn near impossible. So I am like trying to get like a secondary job to supplement my income.
it.
Trying to get my LLC off the ground. So I'm gonna get a second job to fund all of that, upgrade everything, and kind of establish myself as not a semi-pro, but actually like a pro. A
Yeah,
professional. Like I'm
right.
really trying to do this. Like I like gear doesn't matter when it comes to filmmaking, but at a certain point it kind of does.
Yeah,
Like, so
yeah. That's good.
I
Cause
gotta work on all that.
you got it. I think you got it. Because again, we don't talk about like the, because even earlier today, I was talking about I live in a storage room basically, and I like we have to talk about that kind of stuff because I know I'm gonna be successful. So I mean, like fuck it. Like if I have to sacrifice
Yeah,
myself and leave them there, like in the first and co, I don't care as long as I'm closer to my goals and I know, eventually it's gonna happen. Everything is gonna like work out together. So as long as I'm doing that, then that's the only thing that matters. Because as long as you're giving your best, not anybody's best but your best, things will work out. Because if you grind all the time on your shit, then there's no way it's not gonna improve. It's not a way that it's just not everything is gonna come together. So,
yeah, I agree.
and what would be like advice that you would give people that are in the same situation or are about to just drop out and just go for what they love?
Um, when you get knocked down, get back up on your feet and keep moving.
Yep.
Don't stay down.
what is that saying that if you fall, it's like make sure to fall in your back. That if you can look up, you can get up. Because
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the saying, but I know what you're talking about.
because in a way, as long as you can see that dream, you're gonna try, try and errors until you get there, because that's gonna be like your reason why is like literally it. And again, that will be your studio and just kind of helping people and leaving a legacy. So that's
Yeah,
really good. I think that one of the things that people have to remember, that they have to really want this, because again, it's gonna be ugly.
yeah. It can't be for the money or the clout or the girls or the jewelry. It can't be for none of that, because that shit don't come till you're like already like at the top, you
Right.
know?
And it's temporary too. Like, next time the
Yeah,
girl leaves you and you're like, okay, what the fuck am I doing now? Like, or
yeah.
the money just,
None of that shit really matters at the end of the day.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
about creating, you know?
exactly. Because it's like, in a way, you're giving purpose to your life. You're kind of like doing what you love. So it's already the most powerful thing. Because, we have to just, because every time you do stuff like this, you're impacting somebody else. You're like, damn, like,
Mm-hmm.
this person can do it. I can do it too. You're giving purpose to people. And that's also like the great thing. As long as you're doing it for yourself. Because also, life is about growing and loving. We got to love each other, and we gotta love other people, because when you love people, you want to help them, because you want the best for them. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're learning to love yourself and also learning to love people even more, or finding ways so you can help them grow, so you can grow as well. So in a way, it's all about a mutual sense of growth and love, because that's everything that's what life is about, in a way, because it's just that just makes you realize how in a way we all had to like work together. We're a
Yeah,
tribe or a community, that when somebody eats, the other person eats. And that's because eventually you're gonna help your friends, no matter what. You're gonna
yeah,
make sure that they're right, because they were
yeah.
helping you through your you know
I've had so many of my friends or just like people tell me, "Yo, don't forget me when you're at
You're
the
right.
top." I'm like,
They gotta say, they know that shit is coming. They're like, "Look, I gotta let him know."
yeah, I'm like, don't worry, I'm gonna remember all the day ones, you know.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all coming with me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I heard my friend was talking about how no what is that guy that's famous here in Atlanta? Tyler. Um, he makes all those movies. He's a producer and an actor.
Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah, Tyler. Yeah, he was just telling me, like, this man really started here, and now he's all I think production studio or something like that. He just donated to people, and like he pays for people at college and stuff, and he's just trying to make sure that since he started right here, he want to make sure that all those people are gonna, like, make something out of it. It's like, hey, I know it's in your same position. It took me so long to get here, but you know what? I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna teach you how to catch a fish. So when you do, you can keep doing it, and like you can help feed the community. And then it kind of all goes back to ourselves, because it's like, again, they help you on the bottom, and now you gotta, you're up here, so you gotta help them back there, because again, there's gonna get a point where you all guys are gonna be all together and be like, look, we can celebrate this. We it was worth it. We work hard for this together.
It's gonna be nice when I get there.
Yeah, you will get there. No, in no time. I think just give it a few years, because everything, it's all about consistency and determination and discipline and
Mhm.
sacrificing. But that's the beauty of it, because as you not force yourself, but you remind yourself that you have to, while you're doing this and you keep pushing and trying to solve things, you become stronger in life. Other things seem easier. Like somebody's like, oh,
Yeah,
I've been trying to record this and I don't know how to make it better. And you're like, dude, just change the light, and you're like, whoa, now this is it. You gotta be kidding me. It took me 10 hours to try to record this. It was just the light. It's just because it's like you've been there. That was you at some point. You were like, fuck. You maybe you didn't even record one because of that, because you didn't have that light. And now it's like it changes it. Because again, it takes that little to like just help somebody and be like, hey, you got this. I'm telling you, I struggle too. So let me help you.
yeah, I'm gonna be doing that a lot. I'm
That's
gonna
good.
be giving back.
I feel like also again, the fact that you're doing this, you know, you're also giving people the inside of like what really is about, you know, like how is it? Because a lot of people think, oh no, like yeah, I just gonna keep doing this. In a few weeks, I'm gonna get somebody to like hook me up, and then I'm gonna be set. Reality, like
Um,
before you dropped out, you were working on that. You know, before that, you kind of like had to work on that before you make that big
yeah, first
decision.
of all, I had to get confident enough
Yeah,
to be able to drop out, you know.
yeah,
And like I had to work, like I had to work up my client list to like get enough work to be able to do that. Like you said, it's just all about consistency. And just like not giving up. You just got to keep going. Like
yeah.
there's been several times where I'm just like, man, fuck this video shit. Like
Right.
I'm not gonna be able to make no money. Like I'm not gonna be this big video director that I think I'm gonna be. Like, you know,
Yeah,
I've been there like where I'm thinking that like nothing's gonna work out and I gotta go live a regular ass life. Um,
yeah,
we all been there, you know.
yeah.
But
Oh, it's scary. It's scary. Yeah.
I think people are defined by their hardest moments, you know.
Yeah.
So if your hardest moment is defined by you giving up, like that's kind of cut, you know. So
Right, right, right. Damn, that's true. Like, I think, because I didn't understand that until like not too long ago. Because I was like, I'm really consistent. Not consistent. I'm very determined. Like, I want to do something. I'm gonna make it happen. I don't know how, but I'm gonna make it happen. But you know, when shit doesn't work, you're like, fuck. You know, like
yeah,
I think to myself, oh, I'm gonna have an ordinary life, and that shit scares me. Like for me, you know, for other people that's totally normal, but I can't have ordinary life. Like, because again, I want to help those people. You know, I want to help the people that have an ordinary life. Like I want to help like just people that how you said like not everybody has that vision, but we
yeah.
need dreamers because in a way we kind of motivate them to even keep going in the day to day life. Do you have anybody that you look up to, or you know, you're kind of like you're very intrigued by just what they're doing.
Well, Cole Bennett, he started Lyrical Lemonade. You know, he's the one. Okay, so when I was young, I was into the video and film stuff. I used to be a child actor. Actually, I was in a couple movies and commercials and stuff. Um, and I was always interested in it. And I even took like some video broadcasting classes in high school. But then I don't know. I got caught up in, you know, society standards, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go be a biologist, you know. Um, so I failed out of my first semester of college,
Mhm.
and then I was like, okay, let me take this next semester off and like really assess what I want to do.
Yeah.
Um, and then so I watched one of Cole Bennett's music videos, and you know I was like, man, if this kid from suburban Chicago can go make rap music videos, then me as a suburban kid from Atlanta can do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So that's really what got me like taking it serious. Because like I already had like I already had like a good few years of experience like editing, because I would do that as a kid,
Mhm. Wow.
and like recording and everything. So I already had like the basics down. I didn't know how to shoot on manual or nothing. Like I didn't know any details, but I knew how to drag and drop and like make a cut. And so I watched one of his videos and I started taking it serious. And I mean, he still inspires me to this day.
Mhm.
I don't necessarily want to take the same route as him. I want to go do my own thing. I remember when I first started out, a lot of people would say, you know, I'm gonna make you the next Cole Bennett. We're gonna blow up. Da, da, da. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to be the next Cole Bennett, bro.
Yes.
I'm gonna,
Yes.
I'm gonna be the first Thezachhicks, bro. Like,
Right.
get it right. Yeah, Cole Bennett inspires me a lot. A few other people, but not necessarily in the creative world.
What would that be? Or
Okay. So there's this YouTuber. He's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. His name is Patrick But David.
mhm.
Uh, I find his stuff very motivating and intriguing.
Mhm.
It's like like self-improvement and business development type of stuff. Who else? Gary Vaynerchuk, of course. Gotta shout out Gary V. People in my personal personal life, like my dad, he inspires me every day. Like he's who I get my work ethic from, you know. And like people always compliment me, you know, like, oh, your work ethic's crazy. Well, you should see my dad, bro. Like he's on some next level shit.
Right.
So yeah, he's probably my biggest inspiration, to be honest.
Oh, that's good. Because I feel like again we all kind of need that sense of like, okay, I have at least a better idea of where I want to be, you know. Because also it doesn't that means you don't want to do what your dad does, but you want to kind of like, you know, kind of have the type of persona your dad does. You know, you're proud of
Yeah.
the person that he is. You're like, I kind of want to be proud of myself as well, like just how as proud I am of him. You know, what is your mom? How's your mom when it comes to like, you know, supporting you on that, like saying you're. I know you
Oh,
said she want
she's
to.
yeah, she's extremely supportive. She just wants me to get my degree, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But she's extremely supportive. Yeah,
That's,
everybody mostly is, you know.
yeah.
I haven't actually had like, you know, like a legit like hater, you know, like
Yeah, I got
I've never had someone come up to my face and be like, yo, your videos are trash,
you.
you know, like you ain't going nowhere. Like I ain't had a hater in that sense.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had somebody tell me they don't like my video, but
yeah.
you
That's
know, it
okay.
is what it is. I'm not making it for everybody.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there people like that? You think there's people like? Because I never met somebody who was just like actually, you know, even out there. I don't know. I feel like I really feel there's so much. There are more good people out there than bad, which is like sometimes it's for me it's easy to just ignore people. I guess that's what you do too. You know, you kind of like whatever. Like I'm just gonna focus on my people. You know, because that's the only people that
yeah,
I care for. You know. Because again, they're the ones that really are there for you. They're pushing you, you know. You know, they just like remind you what you are all about, and because of that, you're able to do the great job that you do. Because if you were focused on like, you know, all the negative things, and it's like, how can you clearly see the positive things? You know, because it's like you kind of attract what you focus on, and that's you know that's a really good that you're doing that because again, when you watch those people like you know Gary, you're learning from them. You know, you're trying to get that courage and that confidence. And it's like we don't think about that as often, how they really impact us and help us push through moments like, oh, like am I really doing this shit right? Like what is this about? You know, I'm telling you, get on that video because I think you're gonna like come on, you already had how you say you already know your shit. You already know it. So
I mean, yeah, a little bit, bro. I'm not. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Think about it. Be that get that person like out there, like that person like that's you, you know. Imagine yourself as like just how you got inspired by these people. Maybe you can inspire people that are like you know, how you said you got inspired by somebody that was kind of like you in a way. But it's like now
Yeah,
you can be even closer to somebody else around your area or you know in the community. So it's like you maybe you're saving somebody's life and making them even push you know harder and be better for themselves, just how you wanted somebody to like, just how you wanted to be represented, you can represent somebody, you know.
yeah. I mean, I'm definitely gonna get on the videos again. I know I need to. I got some things to say, and I feel like they would help people. So
There you go. Oh, I'm
I gotta get back on it. You know.
yeah, wow, that's gonna be, oh my god, that's gonna be great. I'm telling you, they're gonna be amazing. Like you're gonna in no time
Um,
you're gonna be like
I actually recorded some like behind the scenes type of content for my
yeah,
last two video shoots.
that's
So
good.
those will be coming soon. Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Okay, I'll put your link below because people need to see this. Like this is, I'm telling you guys, it's amazing. Like his work, yeah, it really
Thank
shows.
you.
Like
Thank you.
it really like you need to be giving me some tips, all right? Like I'm telling you, like I was like the other day I was looking, I was like, damn, like this is really the person I'm gonna interview. Like I'm really honored. Like I was like, no fucking way. Like this man is on the rise and I know he's gonna kill it up there. Like, you know, no time people like, dude, record my video. You have to. This shit is amazing, you know? Like, oh my god, I'm so
Thank
excited for you. You're gonna do amazing. And I am
Thank
so proud of the fact that you take the decision. Because again, it's hard, you know, scary, but you had the balls to say, hey, I need to do this for myself. So I'm gonna go out at there and struggle a little, but I'm gonna make it because in the end of the day, like, come on, there's no other way you're gonna make it, because you're working hard. Again, you were recording, 2 days in a row on Saturday and Sunday, and then you were editing. It's like you constantly working in the grind. Like, you're grinding.
I work my ass off. I ain't even going, like, I ain't lying. Like, I
You,
work
you
my ass off. All my friends could tell you.
There we go. There we go. You have to be proud of. I mean, that's just how it is. Like, you gotta show people, like, hey, like, not even show. Just let them see. Let open that door and like that window. And be like, look, this is what I don't care, but if you want to see what I do and how it is, that way you can try to find a way to like implement that into your life. Again, because it takes a lot of hard work to get to the point that you are and that you plan to get, which
Yeah.
it's hard.
One thing that does inspire me to work hard is I'm not gonna say this exactly how it was said, but there's a quote from Kobe Bryant that's like, when he got drafted into the league, he wasn't the superstar that everybody knows. He was just a 17-year-old that wasn't much better than some of the worst players in the league.
Yeah.
But he said, like, just the more time you spend out working the other people, that time it's only going to compound. So, like, I can't think of how to say it as eloquently as I would like.
Yes.
But
Yes, I see. Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like, the more time you spend outworking somebody, it's going to be harder for them to catch up to you.
Yeah.
So that just inspires me to keep going, keep working.
Yeah.
Like, your shit might be better than mine right now. You might get that client before I do, but you ain't going to outwork me. And then I'm going to take that client from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to be competitive like that. But that just, it's a mindset thing that helps keep me motivated to keep working hard, but I'm not actually like out here trying to steal clients, Like, I'm not operating like that. It's just a mindset thing.
Yeah. No, I agree, because in a way you're competing with yourself, you're trying to be like the best, you trying to be better than you were yesterday. And which is gonna eventually show, and that's why your work is gonna speak louder than your words, and you're gonna get more people to be, because they're like, fuck, this is just him being working on his shit, and he's doing amazing on it, and he's just like, it's showing, it's literally showing, like your hard work is showing, and I'm telling you, so proud. Like, this one, oh my god, like, there's just, the way that your videos are too are so like engaging too, because they're different, like I remember for the New Balance one where they transition where we're walking on the bench and then the guy sat down, and like I was thinking he was just not talking, but when I saw his face, I was like, he's moving, like he's kind of talking out what he's like, I don't know, it freaked me out, and I fucking love this, like it was kind of trippy in a way, I was like, this is cool, like I don't see this often, and I loved it. I love it so much. I'm telling you, that shit it's living rent free. I don't know how to say it, but that shit is on my mind. I'm like, wow, like how did he did that? Like, how do you even come to make it okay, fine? Like, I don't know.
That New Balance thing was actually one of my favorite projects that I've ever worked on, because that was featuring the Kid Boys Club. They kind of what's the word, curated that. They kind of curated that, but those are my homies, Sekou and Malik. I got to work with them on that, and then we all edited our own version of that video. Yeah, it was like a little friendly competition. Like, we were sitting on my back porch after we shot. We were talking about it. We were just having fun, throwing ideas to each other. And then I ended up using that audio, that person talking in that video is actually that's actually Kobe Bryant. It was from
Okay. So I was just like, wow, this shit is like, it got here, like, wow.
Yeah, I've noticed that not a lot of people catch that it's Kobe that's talking, but I obviously I've mentioned him a few times. I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan.
I see.
So I enjoyed that I was able to use that in the piece.
Wow, that was thank you for that, because again, I didn't like, I was like, this sounds familiar. I don't know where it's from, but like everything about it, I was like, maybe it's just a guy. Maybe my mind is tricking me, and it's just that guy that's talking. Because I again, it was the transition of it was amazing. So I was like, whoa, it got me off guard. I was like, okay, it keeps going, it keeps going. Like this shit just kind of, man, it's just such a great idea, and the fact you guys kind of did it together, that's awesome. Like,
Fact about that video is the screen and everything, and we just shot that in my basement, which I thought was cool.
yeah, wow.
Just ended
Oh, I
up,
think you got that on the studio. That's crazy.
yeah, it goes back to that DIY thing, you know,
Yeah.
just working with what we got.
Yeah, we have to be creative, you know? Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I loved it. I mean, that was just like think about it. If it wasn't because of that, you don't wouldn't be able to get that picture or that idea exactly the way that it is, you know? So
Mm,
that's really good. Like I'm really proud of you. You're doing fantastic. I bow to you, man.
thank you.
Wow, keep your hard work. Again, I could
I'll
put your
try.
information below, and just gonna like let people see the pieces of art that you have, because you're going out from
Oh,
here.
thank you.
Again, thank you again for being on my podcast. You're amazing, and you're doing
Thank
fantastic.
you for having me. Thank you. All right, I'll
Well,
see
thank
you.
you for watching, and thank you for being here.